Bitcoin from Beginner to Expert, the ultimate guide to cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. Written by Christian Newman. Narrated by Schulmerich. Introduction. We are certainly living in some very interesting times, whether we know it or not. Just as we used to barter as a means of exchange in the past before moving to a centralized currency, we are now moving into the next phase of how we provide our society with goods and services. Bitcoin is slowly emerging as the currency of the internet. And while it has had controversial beginnings, there doesn't seem to be much holding back the immense potential of blockchain technology. You may have some questions that need answering, which is why you decided to pick up this audiobook. Perhaps you would like to know more about where Bitcoin came from, who created it, and how it was possible to make people millionaires overnight. This audiobook will explore many of these questions, as well as diving into detail on what it is that makes Bitcoin unique, especially considering the various altcoins or competing cryptocurrencies all vying to take the spotlight. We will walk you through some of the first steps in purchasing Bitcoin and where to send it to keep it safe. This involves growing familiar with the storage methods and safety of making your first transactions. We will also take an in-depth look into the various ways Bitcoin can be stored, and the pros and cons of each method in terms of security and accessibility. We will also take a look at the various exchanges available for you to buy and sell Bitcoin and how to ensure you find an exchange that is reputable to ensure you are not victim to fraudulent activity. With that kind of knowledge available to you, we will then explore the more advanced subjects of mining Bitcoin to create new, and how this affects the blockchain, as well as investing in Bitcoin to make profit from your decisions. From there, you will want to ensure that your fortunes are protected, which is why we will take a detailed look at security and how best to protect your wallets from thieves and hackers. While Bitcoin may be a safe form of exchange, there are still many precautions that must be taken to ensure your wallets are protected. Finally, we will then go over the future ramifications of Bitcoin and what you should be expecting to see over the next few years as cryptocurrency reaches its 10-year anniversary. Listening to this audiobook will provide you with a basic knowledge of Bitcoin, how it works, and how to use it safely. This will allow you to have a base to learn further from and explore areas that may be of greater interest to you, whether that may be creating new Bitcoin through mining, or perhaps you prefer to invest in the crypto exchanges and make a fortune making informed decisions. Whichever you may decide, Bitcoin opens up a whole new world, and one that we are destined to learn a lot about over the coming years. Chapter 1. What is Bitcoin? Looking back over the last decade, one of the most significant developments in the world of currency, finance, and the way we exchange goods and services would be the creation of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, created in early 2009, is the most renowned cryptocurrency, and it is continually making headlines as the rest of the world raise their awareness into the advantages Bitcoin has over traditional currency, paving the way for the currencies of the future. This poses the question, what exactly is Bitcoin, how do we use it, and what are the potential benefits one can have when using Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a form of digital currency. You cannot hold it in your hand as you would with a fiat currency. Instead, Bitcoin is created and held electronically and is decentralized, meaning it is not controlled by a single entity. This works by having the currency held on a blockchain, or system of networks which is used to verify exchanges such as purchases between parties. These exchanges are recorded on a public ledger, which is both transparent and secure, as well as instantly recognized. Furthermore, the software used to create Bitcoin is completely open source, meaning that anyone has access to the code that creates Bitcoin to understand how it works. The original creator of Bitcoin is a software developer known as Satoshi Nakamoto, who devised this software as an electronic payment system that was based on mathematical proof. It is not known who exactly created Bitcoin, since the name Satoshi Nakamoto is merely an alias. It is possible that it was a group effort by a number of developers, or it could be the work of a single person. We are still yet to discover the true creator. This was a solution to the centralized system we currently have in place with central banks controlling currency, influencing the performance of our economic markets. Bitcoin being entirely independent means there are far lower transaction fees. This also means that Bitcoin cannot be influenced by any governing authority in the same way that central banks can affect the value of currency. Instead, Bitcoin's value is determined solely by the free market of those who are buying and selling.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?